Madam Speaker, my question is addressed to the Minister for Communications. Will the Minister update the House on the NBN's wireless services in Western Australia, particularly in my electorate of Canning, where I have been unable to receive an NBN response until there was a change of government?
I call the Honourable Minister for Communications.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the honourable member for his question and well remember the broadband forums we've had in his electorate and how concerned his constituents were, about the availability of wireless services.
The member for Moreton.
Now, Madam Speaker, we have seen some very interesting examples of Conrovianism in the rollout of the NBN. We have seen the case of thousands of premises being claimed to be passed with fibre, but where no connection could be made.
The member will resume. Minister, resume his seat. The member for Isaacs on a point of order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The minister should be asked to be directly relevant. This is a point of order
under 104A. There is no point of order. The member will resume his seat. I call the minister. He has the call.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Conrovianism is absolutely at the centre of this multi-billion-dollar bungle. That is the heart and soul of the problem. Madam Speaker, I've mentioned the way in which the fixed rollout had been misleading. I've mentioned about the satellite, how 250,000 people were told they were eligible for the satellite, whereas slots were only purchased to cater for 48,000, and now they can only get dial-up. But with the NBN's fixed wireless rollout in Western Australia, Conrovianism entered into a new surreal stage, hitherto unrecognised for its immenseness, its bizarre nature. Think about this, Madam Speaker. There are 51 fixed wireless locations on the NBN's plans around Perth, including in the honourable member's electorate, covering Kelmscott, Carinya, Armidale, Byford and Serpentine, for which the NBN had no spectrum whatsoever. Those towers, if built, could not transmit anything. What could they be used for? Were they purchased for carrier pigeons to use? Seriously, with the latest developments in Conrovian science, was there to be found a new part of the electromagnetic spectrum, perhaps consisting of the magnetic personality of the former minister? Could charisma and charm make up the difference? Was that enough to deliver a service? Madam Speaker, 16,000 premises in the outskirts of Perth, to the north, the east and the south, where 51 wireless base stations were planned with no capacity to send or receive whatsoever. The NBN Co set out to the Australian people a wireless plan for which, for at least a quarter of the footprint, we believe, they had no capacity to deliver at all. This is Conrovianism at its most surreal.